this again. Because apologies are hollow if nothing changes. Did your dad ever say to you, are you sorry, or are you sorry you got caught? Apologies work when it's a mistake. Apologies don't work when it's continual. And it's because if you really were sorry, you'd stop doing it. Well, we call these habits love busters. So who are you going to call? All right? But here's what I want to tell you. These things will destroy romantic love in your relationships. And those of you that are single, these things will destroy relationships that you have with friends, co-workers, faster than anything that I can think of. Now, I want to tell you that I woke up this morning and the sun was gone. It's a song. It's by Boston, those of you that were around in the 70s. I woke up this morning very nervous. Unusually nervous. Not nervous about doing this, but nervous for this reason. There are some things that I'm going to say in the next 20 minutes that are going to hurt you. And I don't want to hurt you. I wrote this book 5 years ago. I didn't know you. You didn't know me. So this isn't personal. I want you to know that. Because I care about you very much. But relationships don't change and people don't change until there's a little bit of irritation and a little bit of being uncomfortable. And I'm very scared. I'll tell you the truth. I'm very scared. Because I don't want to hurt. But for the next few minutes, I got to play pastor. Because I care about you. But if you just listen to me and walk out the door, this can't help you. But I can tell you these 5 things. I'm an expert. These 5 things changed my life and saved my marriage. A love buster is a habit. It's a continual behavior. Okay? A habit is something you do without thinking about it. Like biting your fingernail. That's a habit. There are some things, though, that we think about and that we plan, and those are just as damaging. So sometimes habits can be changed. Sometimes the things we think about can be changed. What I do know is that you have a great opportunity to make your spouse very happy. You also have an unbelievable privilege to make them miserable. And the choice is yours. Okay? The choice is yours. Before you can be happy together, you got to learn not to hurt each other. Okay, like in the pictures with the 2 kittens fighting. They're never going to play together to learn how to be nice to each other. Same thing with people. And it's okay. It's okay to say, I got to learn how to be nice first. It's okay. Just don't stay there. Figure out how to be nice. Figure out a way that you can start being nice to each other. The first love buster is living with the time bomb. And it's not just a person who's passionate, and it's not just a person who has an anger issue. The question is, what is anger? Jesus got angry. He was a little ticked off when he walked into the temple that day and they turned the temple into basically Publix. Okay? He was upset. And he was angry. But he wasn't angry at them. He was angry, rooted in love, because out of respect for his father and his father's place. So it's okay to be angry. The Bible said, we talked about last week, be angry but don't sin. So it's okay to be angry. But what are we talking about? A person that has this particular trait, anger is the feeling that you're not going to be satisfied until other people are hurting. Anger is you want to hurt them. You want them to be unhappy. You want to punish them. And so what we do is we lord over them and we take out our aggression in a way that causes them to submit. Anger is not just being passionate about something. It's when the intention is to really to get somebody else. You're not going to be satisfied until the people that are hurting you know. And you're going to be sure to set it straight. The thing about with anger, the solution to this is for you, if this is who you are, is to punish your troublemaker. It's to eliminate the problem. Get it over with. You're making me angry, you're done. And you withdraw it all. You put it all on the line. So now all of a sudden you become volatile. People don't know what to expect. They're waiting at any moment for the volcano to explode. But the volcano's not just upset, the volcano's interested in winning. Maybe that's who you are. The second love buster is somebody who's disrespectful. A person who makes judgments. I put it as living with a critic. And it's okay when you ask somebody, hey, what do you think about? But sometimes I'm quick to share what I think before anybody asks. Especially if somebody lives at my house. And here's where it becomes a problem. The problem is this, is that when I do that, it's showing disrespect to my spouse because I'm imposing my thoughts and my positions and my feelings on her, as if she's not entitled to A, her own feelings, thoughts, and positions, and B, that mine are better. Okay? And so it becomes disrespectful. I'm downplaying her intelligence. I'm downplaying her own insights. I'm downplaying the way that what God may be telling her, what she's praying about. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to continually criticize. The problem starts when I assume that I have the right or privilege to somehow correct what he or she thinks. Oh, we're married, so now I get to tell you what to do. Oh, I get to tell you how to feel about certain things. I get to tell you how to look at certain things. No, that's not what getting married is about. And to assume that we have that privilege or that right is overstepping the boundaries. And it is disrespectful. This slide says it best. It's disrespectful because you're implying your spouse has demonstrated poor judgment. If you were just smart like me, I wish I'd never said those words. But I've said them more than once. If you could just believe like me, think like me, everybody would be fine. Man, I've been 26 years trying to change somebody else. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I finally figured out I need to be changing me. Because that's the only thing I can control. The dripping faucet. Annoying behaviors. At my house, we call it this. You're annoying. Don't be annoying. Okay? Now, this could be simple things like, slurping your iced tea. It could be eating with your fingers. It could be wiping your hands on your shirt at the table. It could be all kinds of things, okay? But there are annoying behaviors that maybe we could stop. And I'm not going to go there, but you shouldn't pick your toes at the table, okay? I mean, and those of you that do it, please stop. Because that's annoying, right? Your mother used to tell you about all these things that you did when you were a kid that were annoying. She had a list. And she could go down the list any time she needed to. Well, your spouse probably has a list too. And I don't know if you know this or not, but if you could get rid of those behaviors, it'd make your life a little bit easier. I wish he'd pick his clothes up. Why can't she just put those things away? He can never find his car keys. Where is his wallet? Why does she bark like that? I wish you wouldn't do this and that. My thing with my wife, she'll tell you, she thinks passenger seat is commentary. That somehow, that when you sit in the seat, you buckle the belt, it gives you the privilege to comment about everybody's driving. She actually said to me about 2 weeks ago, how come you always drive on the right side of the road? Duh! It's the law! And what she meant was, when there are 2 lanes for me to choose from, you always drive in the right lane. So? You can see where this is going. Nowhere. Nowhere. Because you know what I do now? I drive in the right lane on purpose now. My wife says to me, how come you always drive the speed limit? Duh. Who is it with all the tickets? Not one. Okay? So my point is that it's annoying to her that I don't speed around people and pass them and all that stuff. Okay? Well, it's annoying to me to have to pay the traffic bills and to see the insurance go up. But the point is that, we all have little things that we can change. We have some things we ought to consider changing. And if it's just a little thing like pick your underwear up and put it in the basket, you weren't supposed to laugh. Because now we know who it is. It's interesting, people will talk to me and say, well, Pastor Tom, I like to do this, and my spouse just needs to get over it.